Thank you, MekWarriors, and welcome back to another episode of MegaMek as we get into the campaigns of the Striking Serpents. And last time, Adder concluded their mission, as well as a little bit of housekeeping around the company. They are alive, mostly, and kicking, mostly. Unfortunately, the commanding officer of the 233rd has died, and her search and rescue attempt failed, which means they weren't able to really salvage anything because of that. So, yeah, that's great. Great screen of secrecy. It's my GM screen. It's what I've got to work with. And we have to fight a lance of cargo mechs equipped with drilling apparati. Sure, we'll go with that. So the way this currently is working is Bo is in a holding position around down here. If we head all the way to the north, we will notice that the Azure Dragon Force is all the way up here. Then there is an enemy force that is moving through the tunnels down over here. And then, however, up over here, there's another enemy force that is moving through the tunnels up here. The rules are simple. We have to kill this force, and just this force, and only this force. This is our only requirement in order to accomplish this mission. Was that a Brian? Yes, it's a Brian. It's a BRN-1C. So let's get underway and start going to kill our force that we're here to murderize. This mission actually should only take a little while. So, unless I'm wrong, in which case it'll take a month, but I don't think so. I think we'll be done well before anybody believes. Nice, easy mission through the tunnels. Nobody's allowed to see anything. There is no air cover. There is no artillery because we are technically underground. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but I was considering very seriously making it a moonless night weather condition in order to represent the tunnels being pitch black. However, I quickly decided that that would be incredibly boring and I would not have fun constantly watching these idiots, fumble around all over the place. And so I dispensed with that idea and decided the tunnels are rigged up with the new electric lights. Brian, my boy. Noticing the board's contents? What about the board? Yeah, you didn't? Rip boa if they try to engage lances. Oh good, they're actually paying attention. I was very worried that these guys would come down here to engage these guys. Like, there's a lot of things that needed to happen right for this mission. And I don't know if they were. Does anybody get more and more suspicious the more he describes the mission as simple and easy? I mean, it's a straightforward mission. To be fair, they do outnumber you. They've got 4 mechs and 2 vehicles to your 5 mechs, so it depends on how much you think vehicles are actually worth. By the way, Brick is currently about to die, in case anybody was wondering. Let's see. Do you actually hold your injuries over? No, it's going to ignore that? Okay. But yeah, Brick is currently sitting on enough injuries to just go splat in a very, very short period of time. You surprised if Cutter was here? I can tell you that Cutter's not in any of these people, nor is Cutter any of these people. This I can say with great certainty, as being the person who had to make the mission. SRM carriers and tunnels are just nasty. Yup. Although, to be fair, you should see what these guys have to deal with. They've got a pair of demolishers. That's fun, isn't it? It's all sorts of fun. Oh no, I think they're... Okay, at least these guys can move, but the tanks seem to be a little bit glitched out. No! Princess, why do you have to be so bad at moving units? Prince of for Brick. None of what I have said is untrue. All of it is factual, and you can believe it. Alright, let's get some actual killing going on here. See, we're already moving so much faster than Adder's mission. Adder took forever to get to the shooting part. But this will end in, we'll be done in a half hour. Should have finished making up the extra mission for Foxsnake Lance to go on. Alright, let's beat the ever-loving crap out of my beloved little champion. Goodbye, champion. You were too pure and too beautiful for this world. But you are going to die. I have a high confidence in this. I'm assured of this. I suspect the champion made a mistake. Yeah, the champion made a pretty significant mistake by being visible to multiple people. Thus, will not survive. The Black Knight shall engage in awesome, because it's an awesome AT, which is a surprisingly good awesome. Also, he doesn't believe in half glory for taking on just a simple champion. He wants full glory for taking on, an assault mech. It's just the sort of man the Brick is. Oh, already shooting the champion in the face. Because that's how that works. It's too bad he didn't hit with the AC-20 and, potentially stolen one of those. Yeah, champion got sandblasted. Champion rolled the crit and got his arm blown off, so that's fun. And then we follow up with a boot. And that destroys his entire leg. The champion pilot falls to the ground, unconscious. And that is the power of Boa in a tunnel. Alright, close with the enemy. Black Knight, or no, Lancelot. Actually, I'll save the Lancelot to perform some surgery. Because it keeps Shade alive, because Shade has a habit of dying on me. You forgot he was Capellan and not Kyrian, so bonsai charges aren't supposed to be the manual. So Boa Lance, please stop blocking enemy ordnance with your faces. Frey, please note that it's called a landing gear. Go around this corner off static noises. Pretty much. You guys are the mini boss. And bring the longbow right around. Because Warden fears nothing. Warden fears no man. But that thing, no. The Lancelot will come nice, gently and easily. Right here. Okay, we'll make it even easier. To maximize accuracy and pinpoint phaser strike. Big pow, yes. Here's a real SRM carrier, boys. Well, actually, those SRM carriers, I believe, carry more SRMs than he has. So, I wouldn't want to enter too many pissing matches about that. Just as kind advice. I think the Charger will leave Brick to handle that. I think he can take it. Lancelot, lovely. We shall attempt to remove the face. If that works, that'll be a champion easily taken, but kind of doubt it. I kind of think it's going to explode in a messy explosion, the likes of which I do not have sufficient adjectives to describe. Double PPC, follow that up with an extra medium laser, because why not? Longbow is going to attempt to start wiping out vehicles. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2. Hopefully I will not come to regret that decision, but the odds say that I will. Oh, instantaneously AC-20 to the face. Just gone. SRM carrier instantly destroyed by damage as well. So 2 AC-20s, pinpoint on target. Oh god, the SRM carrier that's still alive is the one I dedicated fewer shots to. SRM carrier has missiles, more missiles. Yes, I did notice the grasshopper flanking you around. Yeah, but I'll hit mine. We shall see if you'll actually be able to kill him. Banshee. Ow. Twin PPC in the this is the really good Banshee, by the way. This is the 3S that we were talking about in the last episode. Points rail carpet. Pretty much. He's like, hello. I'm here to perform a little bit of surgery. And the longbow goes dealing a decent amount of damage, not gonna lie. Black Knight ripping open the right torso on that awesome, and then following up with a solid SRM strike. Good shoot in their techs. SRM carrier missing every single shot. And then Charger takes a hit to the head, however, rerolled with edge, and moves on past it. Let's start with the SRM carrier hitting the Charger as well. So the Charger's been lit up pretty badly. Charger and Battlemaster are both taking significant amounts of hits, but staying standing. Alright. Let's check something.
Center torso, critical damage.
Indeed. Oh, Scalbjorn is raiding with a party of 5. Thank you for joining us. Hopefully you're having a good time. Hello there, Raiders. Hi, Skull. Hopefully you're having a good stream. What were you playing? I'm curious to know what has brought you to my little neck of the woods. Enemy reinforcements. Hopefully not. I do want to move in the Black Knight, but I don't want to be foolish about it. So we're going to instead move Lancelot. Switch in from the back. Alright, he's currently slowed down because I have been a little bit aggressive with his firepower at the moment. So we'll chill him out in the next round. I wanted to just make sure that we had gotten the champion. Apparently I didn't need to bother, because for once they actually managed to hit the head. So good job, guys. You're improving. I think I will make a little bit of a move. You're also a little bit toasty. We're going to have to chill out with the longbow, because it's moving slower now, and that's never a great sign. I think I want to close with the Awesome, because the Awesome's packing LRMs. The problem is actually making sure that he stays where I put him. I would also like to get a 3 movement going. That'll give me enough distance between the Banshee and me. Although the Banshee's got more firepower. Fix bayonets and prepare to take Raiders prison. That Airstream carrier shouldn't get off another shot. Probably not. I mean, he can't get shot at by the Black Knight, but the Black Knight can still move. So that's a lovely little thing. Although... yeah, both. To be fair, I've been foolish and I've left 3 of my mechs within range of being shot at by him. Bring the charger right on through. Rogan silly ideas equals even more iconic to it. Didn't we just ransom the last batch of prisoners for 2.5 million sequels? Yes. It made me a lot of money. I was very happy. For once, I'm not begging for scraps because of what you guys do to my company. This is somewhat foolish because the Awesome is going to, yes, do that. However, I do now have a free shot in the back of an Awesome. I'm not quite sure why he would decide to move quite there, but I'm not going to complain. Although it is getting a little bit toasty in here. Eights are doable. Although I do really want to get the temperature under control. We'll only dump a single medium laser strike in him and see what happens. This is tempting. Tempting enough to fire everything I've got. Not everything, obviously. The mech is far too big for that. Don't want to shoot at you. More of a I have to do this sort of deal. Mainly because I've got to chill out. Hi. AC-20 to the back, please. SRM carriers in death. They're a very good combination. Oh, that's a good shoot. Charger fires at the Banshee, hits it with the AC-20. Lovely. So it's already going to have to take a check. Battlemaster missed one of its PPCs. Although I thought it had 2. Oh no, that's their Battlemaster. So that's the battle that's happening up north that we don't really care about at the moment. Longbow laying into the SRM carrier and setting off the fuel with his second to last SRM. So good job there. Temperature controlled and target annihilated. Black Knight stays standing. Banshee does not. So that's excellent. We've put the Banshee on the ground, made him vulnerable. We're going to turn around and punch you, and you are going to punch him as well. Just sort of gang up and see what ends up happening. Didn't know the princess spot was a suicidal option. You can set princess to a suicidal option, yes. Are we going to kill this mission in 3 rounds? Well, it's phase 7, so the answer to that question is no. Alright. Looks like they're doing a good job clearing out most of their targets. Should be under control. I have a Grasshopper Banshee, and to be fair, an Awesome is still a pretty robust target. So, no, let's remember how Brick plays. Brick is a madman. Brick charges. Brick wants to be in melee combat in your face. He does not back off or back up. Brick will be against you before you even realize what went wrong. This is the sort of man Brick is. May actually be able to box this Banshee in. I think it did. Turn off the asymmetric. He's got 1 tile he can move out in. Oh. That has a Berserk, which is close enough. Yeah, it does the same thing. If you set it to maximum Berserk and minimum life preservation, it'll just suicide and everything. It's crazy. Which is, in some mech designs, not a terrible thing to do, because there are options that allow you to have ammunition explosions affect people around you. So if you have those options turned on, and you have a mech that's carrying, say, 2 to 3 tons of machine gun ammo, it can run on top of targets, get killed with those 2 to 3 tons of machine gun ammo, and serves as a very effective suicide bomb. Where's that Awesome thing is going? Hopefully nowhere. Where is that Awesome going? Yeah, get back over here. In fact, I may even... yeah, because I'm going to get into melee combat with you. We're going to use the Battlemaster's close combat capabilities. Alright, AC-20, and you're close enough that I'm going to needle you. Triple small lasers. Keeps the temperature down, but also keeps a large number of shooting going on. 6 and 1/2 dozen either. I can take either shot. Fire the AC-20, medium laser, keep the temperature down on Lancelot. Lancelot is a very swingy mech. Incredibly swingy. I don't wish to target the Banshee, I wish to next target. Good, the Awesome. Set the medium lasers to fire. And, you know, the literal fire to fire. Say machine gun ammo, I say nuke. I mean, you know, pretty much the same thing. Target, there it is. Hello. Full fire. And then you're still targeting the awesome. Fire an AC-20 to its back. Follow up with a nice solid SRM strike. And the Charger fires at the Banshee, hits, gets a critical on one of his PPCs, so that's that out of the fight. Missing coming from the Black Knight. Kintaro up north. The Kintaro is actually really rare around these parts, and there's a reason why there's only been one in the entire campaign so far. And it's on the tunnel fighting mission because he's got 3 SRMs, which I figured were perfect. Banshee hits the head of the Charger with a medium laser. Luckily, however, he's still packing Edge, although that's the second shot on Charger's head. So we would like that to stop now. Battlemaster misses his target, medium lasers on the awesome, falling up pretty well. Goes fire for the awesome. Burning the Battlemaster hard. What? Right through that arm, critting out a PPC. Cyclops managing to damage the Kintaro up north, so that's fun. More injured PPCs. And the Black Knight blowing off the right torso rear of the awesome for his reward. Lots of damage being centralized. And the awesome goes down. He's not dead, but he's just, you know, he's vulnerable. Alright, let's turn off the isometric view since we're currently fighting in a corner. Give him the boot. And you give him a boot as well because he's on the ground. A little bit of smashing going on. The Banshee missing his kick, but we hit ours. Success all around. Alrighty. Turn this back on. For the artistic. I just had that installed. So how did Chen not have Edge? Chen didn't earn it yet. Make sure the Charger's sprinting. He's losing a lot of armor. They're all losing a lot of armor. However, friends have arrived. Oh wait, they're not our friends. This could be fun. Okay, let's make sure that we finish up our battle really quickly. Let's be real, the awesome is dead. I mean, he still has half of his weapon systems. He's not totally dead. I was like, yep, I called it. Wasn't the craziest twist ever, to be fair. Black Knight coming up here. He's going to count on having that awesome completely outmaneuvered. But now we are currently in a bad situation. What a twist! Alright. Charger should keep harassing this Banshee. Let's bring the Lancelot in against it as well. Move my, Yeah, he got up. I figured he would. Battlemaster, get to his right side. Wait, you want to be this side. So that I can ruin him. Because that's going to funnel all damage into his center torso. Hide and let the 233rd do its half of the job. Let's kill them. I mean, there's a Devastator tank and a Rampage there. Yes, there is a Devastator tank and a Rampage. Do you know who drives the Rampage? Hi. So I'm just going to fire some really big shots into your back. We're going to cook it a little bit because I want to get out of here before, you know, too much happens. Because this could be bad. Medium lasers and flamer fire. You're good. Longbow, not in a position actually to assist. Did not manage to clear the edge of that territory. That is unfortunate. Black Knight will have to finish it off. AC-20s. They are conspicuously red pins, not much of a guess. We should probably kill the twist. See, Warden is just like, he wants blood here. He is desiring it. Charger hitting the other PPC pretty hard. And then just setting the whole thing off. So Charger steals a Banshee kill. And the Brian missing most of his fire. Read all of his fire. Shade coming in with the random headshot on the Banshee after the Banshee had already been destroyed. Luckily, the pilot had ejected because of the ammo explosion from Charger shooting. But, yeah. There's Ghost with a little bit of deadly action. Maybe not the original character I pulled on the lore, but it fixed it. Battlemaster not doing as much damage to the awesome as I was hoping. Let's see, the Rampage fires at This is... Oh, I could not have asked for a better way for Cutter to make her entrance. Cutter opens fire with an AC-20, hits the target, hits the head, blows it apart in one shot. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. Oh, that makes me very happy. Because make sure you can't go back and die. So, yeah, taken care of. We're gonna kick. No more damage. I know, it's just been incredibly deadly this entire battle. So, you guys wanted to take her on, huh? That make us 3 turns company now. Alright, let's turn Fortuna around and slowly get it back onto target. Meanwhile, Warden's gonna come along and get ready to just nuke somebody. Oh no, don't run away. You can't run away. If you run away, then I can't call the victory. Oh, damn it. Damn it. Get back here. Is this a boss villain? Yes, this is one of the mini bosses. Although Charger probably is one of the more deadly of the mini bosses. Although for some reason the game was glitching out with her and she wasn't being as deadly as she was supposed to be, which is a little disappointing. Put some hurt on her. Didn't we get another MekHQ who was also turned? I don't remember. It's a bouncy grasshopper trying to flee. Luckily, I have medium lasers. Sadly, I can't also fire the flamer. Have a PPC, that'll put me in neutral heat. Sure, that'll be fine. Alright, enjoy all of that. And you can enjoy the AC-20 and an SRM-6. Yeah, I think he's dead. PPC at the rampage and misses. SRM's hitting the rampage. Cyclops hitting the rampage. Ooh, this could get ugly. Because she deployed away from the rest of her company, which is really confusing to me. Awesome pilot blacks out. Awesome destroyed by damage to the center torso. Rampage fires at the Cyclops, hits him with the AC-20 and nearly blows out his entire arm. So that's fun. Grasshopper is slowly increasing in heat, so we just need to kill the Grasshopper now. And then we can leave, and then I will ask the question. I think you all know the question that's coming to be asked. Okay, the Battlemaster really does not want to be at the front of this charge. There are very specific reasons why we do not want to be at the front of this charge. Why did you deploy without anybody else? Damn it, girl. Princess, why do you gotta be dumb? There we go. Horse. Horse! Yeah, I think you just basically broke contact. Congratulations. You don't have a target. You have a target. It's all up to Fortuna. Can Fortuna roll another 12 headshot? No target. No target. No target. The rampage is gonna get burned down at this rate, if I'm completely honest. Thug comes in for the Duchy of Andurian, opens up a can of hurt on the Cyclops, blows off its arm. The Black Knight for the Duchy of Andurian focusing on that Battlemaster and just ripping into it. Kintaro coming along, following up on that Cyclops, who already lost his arm. He has an open right torso and shatters the AC-20. That's the lovely round of shooting right there. Rampage coming in, hitting again, third time for 3 on that AC-20, and the Flamer coming in with everything else. Woo, this is going to get toasty. Princess has been kicking my behind while I've been playing, albeit I'm still green. We're going to take her prisoners. We have more leverage than Zeus. This is why the Constitution gives you the rich perps. Going through my Edo. Well, I had to give you a chance to do something cool. Is your big bad about to get mugged by NPCs because Princess is dumb? Probably. Oh, does it now, Vanguard? Rampage kicking the Cyclops. Yeah, see, it's not doing it right. She has Melee Master, and yet, for some reason, Princess is not double striking on that leg, and that's concerning to me. Because a lot of her entire Lance's firepower is the fact that every single one of them has Melee Master. So, I'm concerned. Ooh, we're starting to see some ammunition explosion attempts. He's a -1. All right, charger. Oof. Where do I move that'll be good. I'll take that. That slot as well. 3, that'll even be a walk movement too. Lovely. Come up here. Would you like to duel, sir? Black Knight around. So I do have to move first, which is unfortunate. Where are you going, little grasshopper? Come back to me. Does Princess maybe not have code to take advantage of it? No, it should be. I've done past engagements before where it hasn't been a problem. And the Cyclops bailed. What's left up here? Oh, there's a Battle Master. That's it. Oh no, there's also the Striker. So we got a Battle Master and a Striker left. Yeah. Might be getting like, you have no target. You have no target. You have no target. You have a target! Woo! Alright, PPC. And all the medium lasers you can shake a stick at. No target. Stop running away, you bastard. Princess versus Princess. Yeah, those fights can be pretty interesting and jank. Yup. Rampage took a head hit. Ooh. But rerolled with edge. Ooh. Highlander coming in, firing an AC-20 at the Battlemaster, and misses. Lots of missing coming out of Highlander. Striker fires a large laser at the Thug. The Thug hits the Battlemaster with a PPC. Always a fun time. Our Battlemaster misses with a PPC. Hits with 2 medium lasers and misses with 2 medium lasers because we can't have nice things. The response is getting to be a little critical as the armor on the right torso is now gone. They can't really chase much longer with the Battlemaster. Rampage comes along, hits the Battlemaster with an AC-20 and a Flamer and some more missiles, and the Battlemaster falls to the ground. And then the Rampage blows off the right arm and most of the right torso of the Battlemaster. And then the Battlemaster fails an ammunition check for an explosion and explodes in a massive fireball. Meanwhile, the MechWarrior's Salwe Jack Nadaner sits down and have a beer with Salwe Lizu. Both of them are of the 233rd. Feeling that pilot won't survive besides ejecting into a tunnel. So, it's now just the Striker. It can get up 2 levels. There. There. The Lancelot, or the longbow around. It'll be a long range shot if we take it. Oh, he did come up to me. Good, good, good. Black Knight. Up you get. The Battlemaster probably doesn't want to have this fight. Turn a little bit. There we go. Luckily, the Charger is also in short range. Alright, I would throw in the smalls, but, you know, the chance is too low. No shot. Oh, he's avoiding Warden, which is probably a good idea. You don't want to fight Warden at close combat. It's a bad idea all around. And the Black Knight will Alpha Strike as well. Thank God I realized it was a bad Battlemaster you were reading for. Down, drink a beer, they sound less compelling and more like Turians. Striker hitting the Thug solidly on that one. Fire for the Highlander, missing from Vulcan Lance. Does manage to hit the Striker with it, some SRMs. Charger hits the Grasshopper with the AC-20, which is exactly what I'm looking for. We did not punch through the armor, but we did roll a 12 for our critical. So the 3 locations, 2 heat sinks and a medium laser. It could be better. Thug hurting the Striker with one of his PPCs and an SRM strike. The Battlemaster wounding the Grasshopper. It does actually manage to hit it with the PPC this time. That'll be lovely. Grasshopper then proceeds to nearly rip off the entire right torso off the Battlemaster, but then misses the rest of his medium laser follow-up. For the first time, the Rampage misses its AC-20 strike. Black Knight hitting the Grasshopper with its AC-20 and follows up with one of his SRMs, and the Grasshopper stays standing, which is unfortunate. We're now going to kick it as much as possible to see if we can either blow a leg off or knock it to the ground. Alright, so Battlemaster kicked, good. Highlander kicks the Striker, damaging it. Black Knight shattering most of the leg of the Grasshopper, and the Grasshopper goes down. And more beer being had. Oh, is Brick here? Hello, Brick. Welcome to the stream. So I think we've got this guy handled. We're not going to be able to come over that, so that's a problem. You are going to leave. You are too badly busted for me to want to even attempt to remotely try anything about that. He did manage to get up. You're gonna stand still. Gonna beat the ever-living crap out of him. Charger coming in. It opens first. Follows up with all of the alpha. No shot for the Lancelot, which is just as well, to be honest. He's running out of ammo, as Shade was quick to point out. Missiles galore. And then AC-20, SRM-6, SRM-6. Let's see if you're alive at the end of this. Highlander hits that striker, nearly blowing off the leg. Ooh, she's in a bad way. Charger misses with the AC-20, but does hit with the SRMs. And then the small lasers get to work, shattering the engine. That's why we have them. Thug blew off the left leg of the striker now. He's gonna have a really bad week. Oh, this striker. This poor, poor striker. Longbow comes around, center torso. Double critical hit that did nothing. Oh, that's painful. Engine and gyro crits. Light leg destroyed. Engine destruction on the grasshopper. Lovely. Charger gets shot in the head, though, with the LRM-5, which hits at point-blank range with 2 missiles. Turians, not Turians? I don't want to... I think you said yeah without me. See you around, Sammy. Thanks for hanging out. Kill Cutter and win the war in the next few hours. For victory. And the Black Knight. More shattering of the grasshopper, but Warden stealing the kill off that one with the engine destruction. How is this striker still alive? Okay, so technically, Boa Lance has accomplished its mission. It defeated the force that it was sent here to block. You're all intact, close enough to the edge and far enough away from the enemy that I can say victory here is assured. We can just run down back to our starting location and be gone, which, because of, again, the distance of the enemy, they're not getting to us before that happens. Or we can turn around and we can try and fight this. Now, to put this in perspective, I'm going to go through the armor for you guys. Charger is one medium laser headshot away from being killed. His left torso is about to be shattered open, and his right arm is about to fall off as well. The Lancelot is untouched, but is down to 5 rounds of ammunition for its main gun. The Battlemaster has no armor on its right torso or right arm, and its right arm is about to fall off, and the right torso ain't much better. The Longbow is untouched and has a lot of ammunition left. It's 1, 2. Yeah, it's got 6 2/3 round of ammunition left to go. And the Black Knight is untouched and is down to 7 rounds of main gun ammo. So, you can run and accomplish the mission. You can try and fight that entire group, or you can elect one mech warrior to try and take her on in hand-to-hand combat. Well, hand-to-hand, in mano-a-mano, one mech combat. I'd be bailing so long. Thanks for the fish. So we have one person who's being intelligent. Who of Boa is still here? That is a good question. I believe Warden's still here, and I think Brick just showed up. Brick, please don't. I know that's what you're thinking. So. See you around, Sermon. Otto's still here as well. So for those who are new to this, most of the members of pretty much all of the mech warriors of our company are made up of members of our Discord. Shade says no. She's like, that's dumb as all hell. I'm gonna be smart and leave. Warden wants a fight. Warden wants a fight. You don't have to. You guys are not cornered. You're not in a situation where you can't escape, where you need to immediately get out. This is an easy. At this point of the game, if you guys say you're going to leave, I'm going to let you leave. There's no danger here of that. Would she agree to the one-on-one? This Infernals will wreck his heat sinking. Shut your back down with heat. Well, not just that. If you get high enough on the heat track, you start having to make rolls for whether or not you explode. Does leaving jeopardize a larger mission? No. No, the blocking force has successfully been deterred. This was occurring at the same time as Adder. You've stopped the reinforcements from coming in. The fight is, can Brick and I fight her 2v2? No. That is not an option. If you try and take her 2v2, she'll bring the entire force. And I hate to break it to you guys, against what's left here, there's 2 Devastators and 2 Demolishers. Those alone in these tunnels would probably rip you guys apart, just from raw firepower. But pretty much all of the initial lance is mostly intact. And Cutter's lance is basically untouched. She's got heat on her, but... well, I've never lost a full lance before. I wonder what the consequences would be. No, we've lost a full lance before. Well, almost. So when Pyro first joined, Pyro's very first battle, nearly everybody died. There's just so many of them. Yep. They're assault mechs too. They are not messing around. Cutter ain't the honored type. She's the actual normal person who brings what she has, not what she needs. Mm-hmm. Cutter's not an idiot, but she will take the one-on-one duel if someone asks for it. But yeah, make your decision promptly. Otherwise, I'm just going to default you guys to being smart and run away. Don't do it. Best to fight her on our terms. That is Kyogre's advice. Which Stormwind seconds, Vanguard seconds as well. So basically, Adderlance is like, this is being dumb. Sprogway in as well, but remember Sprog, this is underground. Communications spotty. You don't know. Cut and run, boss. We took our objective. Let's go down here. Okay, so Auto wants out. So I will vote you all by running you towards or away. Auto vote no. Anyone know about dumb stuff? This is coming from Maryland. Ghost of Firehawk, objective. The Ghost of Fire... Well, you are here in your Lancelot. The objective has been accomplished, it should. So, objective complete. What you were asked for has been done. There's no concern there. They're very close together. Can't use the spotty comms cliche. No, I'm saying that Sprog doesn't get to answer because Sprog is not very close to them. These guys can all talk to each other, sure, but Sprog can't. And to be fair, you guys are only picking up like bare snippets of conversation and massive seismic readings as ammunition goes nuclear inside these caves. Shade wants out. He says no. Lorendale's not here. Lorendale votes no. So the Lance v Lance is out. But that leaves Warden and Brick. Are you guys out or are you in? Bo gets themselves killed, there would be... would there be open mech assaults? Yes. Well, if anybody's DNR. So, but I may be tweaking the rules on that depending on how many people actually want to become mech warriors. Because we're probably never going to expand beyond 20 active pilots. Maybe 22. With the alternates we have, but... Skibax Ambassador, please don't get yourself killed. I don't see vote here on mobile. I haven't put up a vote. What y'all think? They've all thought. So 3 of the 5 pilots, Warden, have said no, they're out. So I take Charger's vote because Charger's not here. So Charger votes leave, Shade votes leave, and Auto votes leave. So it's you and Brick. So I'm removing the option you don't get to fight force on force anymore. Doesn't yours count? No, you're not here. You can telepathically send the signal. So what I'm asking is if either Brick or Warden wants to take the one-on-one fight or to leave. So, and Cutter is a mean customer in a one-on-one. I know some of you might think that you've got inflated ideas of just how deadly you all are. Cutter can probably take any of you. Cutter could probably take any 2 of you. Although you are very... Show they're Mexican? No, at this point you don't get to see. You have seen what you shall see. Just remember she has Inferno armor. Yeah. The 2 undecided. A fighter. You don't, and again, Warden, you don't have to. Your mission is accomplished. You have succeeded. So there's no reason to fight her other than personal prestige and the extra points for a different thing that you get if you want to fight. The Battle of Anime versus the Gift. Alright, Warden, knowing that you don't have to fight her, that your mission is accomplished, put a Lego in chat right now if you're gonna go through with this. Well, the man has spoken. Duel time. Alrighty. Well, it's entertainment. That's one way to put it. Alright, we're gonna count it as /victory. Oh, of course. The game doesn't like it when I shout at it. Please by example. Done. Team 1 has achieved all victory conditions. Die well. I don't need to save a salvage recording. Do we control the battlefield? We do not. Heavy damage on the Battle Master and the Charger. Next. 2 wounds on Gabriel. Next. Ooh, we got lots of experience going on. 3 kills picked up by the Onager, 2 by the Charger, and 1 by the Lancelot. Not bad. Finish. Okay. Alright, where is... Let's make sure he hasn't died. Are you still with us? Okay, you're alive. Can we not risk the Lance lead when the second rung isn't even in place to take over? He took some damage. She will be fresh. Hello, Red Dragon. Welcome to the stream. So let us very minor at best. You could probably get that welded real quick. So let's get this party started. Add scenario. Scenario name. Operation Bronze Gate. Duel. Add loot. Add units. Add mech. Add the rampage. Oh crap, it's not her rampage because I haven't. I'll give you the rampage. That won't be the rampage you get, but. This Zadul. And now we need to grab from power. Deploy unit, battle for Beetlejuice. The duel. It's gonna be fun. By fun, I mean, I guess you're getting those Lance Lead extras soon. Hopefully, I have been doing well on missions. Need to get on VODs. Well, it's nice to have you back, Rishu. Are you doing this for story reasons, style points, or sheer stupidity? Yes. Alright, let's start this game. I'm going to have to bring up my GM screen. Maybe not. Yeah, I'll bring up the GM screen just to be careful. Got a gunslinger mongoose on screen. That's very appropriate. Vulcan. Bring you here. Click, click. Delete. Add the bot. Oh, that's all caps. And drop. And then right click, change owner. There we go. Cue dramatic tool music. Yeah, we're about to have some fun. All right, let's find an appropriate map for this. That'll do. Monument Valley. That's a reasonable approximation of what the inside of this place was. And we shall start on the southern edge. She shall start on the northern edge. If Warden had MegaMek, we should have let him play by himself to see. Yeah, if he did, I would make him fight this on his own. Since Mars, so since Mars? Oh, March, I assume. So just so everybody knows exactly how much is riding on this duel, and whether or not I can beat my own creation. Warden is a DNR, type B. So if he dies, he retires to second line, like Bubble did, and that leaves a land slot opening. He can't beat her. Maybe not. I'm gonna try. Oh, here we go. South, north, map is set, time of day set. Me luck. He could just be captured. I mean, there's no... He won't necessarily have to die. Just so we're all clear. Alright, I can move this over here so it's not in my way. Woo! I don't even need this mini-map, but it fits right cutely right there. Alright, she's on the right. Let's avoid long straight lines with her. Oh, no, actually, no, that doesn't matter. You're both pretty equally long straight liney capable. He's got AC-20s and SRMs, and you've got SRMs, so it's perfect, right? No shot. Okay. Both of us get to spend a phase not shooting each other. I'm now going to back up. After running forward, I'm going to back up. Okay, no shot. She's trying to close the distance, which is smart. We'll take some high ground. No, I don't want to be moving that slow. Can't move that fast. Oh, shit. Yeah, my back is not actually exposed. Hi. Okay, first round of shooting. Oh, it's gonna get toasty. Please do remember to use the SLs every chance you get. What SLs? Small lasers? I don't have small lasers. I'm not charged doing this. Wait, so Cutter will actually let him live if she wants? I mean, she'll capture him. He just have some good abilities. A custom mech, he wanted it for a long time. He's likely throwing it all away. Yeah, Charger doesn't... Alright, we missed one, but so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. So 4 hits and 1 miss. She missed with her AC-20, hits with a Flamer, hits with an SRM-6, hits with an SRM-6. Okay, it's about to get toasty. Oh no, she missed with the second SRM-6. And she kicked us successfully because we don't have arms to punch her back. Right leg is down. Gains 24 heat, sinks 20, that's the rampage. Gains 32 heat, sinks 19. That's unfortunate. Okay. We are toasty. Okay, she moved in. I don't want to open up with too much because, you know, we kind of have a problem with heat. Vanguard is such the pessimist. Double hits, nice job. AC-20 this time actually hit the left arm. Double tap from the SRMs. And this time we get the kick. Sweep the leg. Both of us hit our kicks. Both of us stay standing. We're at about equal armor on the legs. Oh! Gains 25 heat, sinks 19, now is at 19. Double chances for shutdowns, but we are alive! Oh no! Oh no! This could be it right here. This could be it. This might be it. We're gonna go ham. We're gonna go ham on this one. Rampage. It's the longbow in the left arm with an AC-20 blowing it off. Transferring damage into the torso. Left torso still... Well, we lost our searchlight. Flamer hits us. SRM, double hit. Longbow misses 1. Hits 4. Hits her in the head. Rerolled with edge, of course. And now, this is the moment everybody's waiting for. Physical oh, no! No! He did it! But he didn't! He hit her in the head! But Cutter has that innate sense, that innate knowledge on how to fight at close range, and dodges to the side, the boot narrowly missing, taking the head off the Rampage. And then he explodes. So, bit of an ammunition explosion. Ooh. Ooh. Bakes to death. Let's see if he truly bakes to death. I didn't realize he would bake to death if we did that. So, because I kind of screwed that up a little bit, we're coin flipping this one basically. So on an 11 up, he's alive. On a 1 to 10, he's dead. And then we roll for a search and rescue roll. So let's see if he's baked or not. Oh! And then the search and rescue roll? Yeah. He was really bad because you straight up killed him. To be fair, I didn't realize that was going to happen. Oh. Super dead. Apparently so. Wait a second. Huh? Situation. Ammunition explodes. Does 180 damage. Takes 180 to death. Oh! Oh! Ooh. Okay. Right. Let's see something here. Let us make an analysis. We're not done. There things have happened. What did I expect? I expected nothing. I want to throw my keyboard. Cry. Hang on. He died from the heat in the mech, not the ammunition explosion. He shouldn't have done. He had no injuries. And an auto shutdown doesn't just automatically kill you. Does it? He gained 16 heat from his her Infernos this round, plus the 5 SRM 6s. Hang on. Let me work this out. So what heat were we holding at? The end of round 4, we were sitting at 19 heat. So we were paired. Infernos can cook people? The head was destroyed, but I'm trying to figure out how. Because the SRM ammunition that went up is the SRM ammunition he has in the head. When it explodes, deals critical hits to the head, but has no effect because he's already dead. The pilot baked to death, but how? And fired all the weapons for some reason? Well, because I was banking on killing her this round, and it didn't work. Because, to a certain extent, Vanguard was right. We kind of entered into this fight being in a position probably not going to be able to win. But on the flip side of that, because of her positioning down low, the way I figured it was I burn all of the ammunition I've got to try and burn her edge out, and then go for the kick. But she's got too much edge. She had too much edge for that. So I'm trying to figure out how he actually died, because I've got nothing on my heat chart that says that you get above a certain heat point and you just die. It says he was dead before the baking line. Yeah, exactly. But how does he die? So at what point did we hit her in the head? 1, 2, 3. It took 4 of them to do it before we hit her in the head. If we remove the heat from one of those estrons, it doesn't change anything. We have to remove 2. Be dead anyways because you ran into an auto shutdown. He wouldn't necessarily be dead. It's very hard to actually kill somebody. She had 4 edge in the previous battle and lost 1 edge, but somehow is still back at 4 edge. So that's actually has to do with how Edge has been working this entire campaign, Vanguard, and was something we were going to discuss at greater length later. Didn't die from the iron explosion, he didn't die for the baking of his own heat. Exactly, I don't know how he died. He didn't get shot in the head. His ammunition should have set off the automatic eject. It reads like he had died being baked by his infernos before. But that doesn't make any sense. There's no heat that does that. There was a chance to win, but firing everything around was not. No, that chance to win was there. Edge used to be removed. Edge has never been removed. That's the dirty little secret of this campaign, Vanguard. You guys have never lost Edge. Ever. Ammo was set off by heat. But then that should trigger the automatic eject roll. I'm going to think on this one. Yeah, his mech's not destroyed even. I'm going to think on this one. You've removed some XP for it every now and then. Nope, never have. Missed my lance lead being an idiot. Are we sure he died and he's just pretending to die so he can sneak away? Warden is now officially missing. You guys, so Warden sent you guys back. He wasn't going to let Brick hold the position. He was going to send all of you back. His life support had to have been sabotaged for him to make alive. And the last thing you heard, the last thing you had on sensors was him about to start the duel with Cutter. Do not know the results of that duel. Why did you never say anything about Edge before when we kept asking you to check our Edge before battle? Because I wanted to have a conversation about it in between contracts, so it wasn't seeming like things were changing midstream. But you guys have never actually lost Edge ever. You've only gained Edge, which is why whenever you look back at how much Edge you have, it's the same level, and you only ended up increasing it to even higher levels whenever that happened. Rules-wise, when ammo explodes, do the critical slots get destroyed? Because that would be a cockpit hit. It had 37 heat, auto shutdown. This is interesting to me, and going to be very fun. He succeeded in rolling a reactor shutdown, failed to check to see if it had an ammo explosion. The SRM ammo exploded for 108 damage. I would say that he died already as the damage was transferred, and then we see it show the pilot death. Damage to mech warriors. If the life support system takes a critical hit, the mech warrior suffers 1 point of damage for every turn the mech's heat reaches 15 or more. For every turn the heat rises or remains at higher than 25, the mech warrior suffers 2 damage. So that's why Edge is usually 10 XP, or 1 XP for your command. No, it defaults in this to being 1 XP. But we will be having a serious conversation about Edge between contracts. Okay, so I'm ruling in this way, based on the information that Inquisition's giving me here. First of all, guys, this is a deadly game. But Warden is missing in action. Warden has 2 injuries because his life support system was annihilated the same turn the same turn that he spent at plus 30 heat. That was going to happen regardless. Eventually, the overheat was going to be too much. Otherwise, he's just going around trying to kick her the whole time, and she's going to just keep baking him because she can outpace him if he ever tries to fight. He's been getting quite cooked up, I'm guessing. Did his life support get critical? That probably is something like that. If you're playing on a newer version Vanguard, that might be it. But and he was a 37. So I'm ruling that Warden now has 2 injuries. Warden is MIA. As far as you guys know, you have no idea what happened to him. But he is currently captured. And that's the ruling I'm going to pass down. I'm going to do some more looking into figuring out what the hell just happened. Because as far as I was aware, the only thing I was risking there was an auto shutdown. Which, based on the way that the fight was going, that's the only way that he was going to win. I hate to break it to Sprog, who thought that he had a chance, but no, Vanguard was entirely right in his tactical assessment of the situation. She was packing 2 SRM Infernos. Like, she had the ability to cook him alive, basically every single round, and that's one of the things that makes Cutter so much more dangerous than most of the opponents you've ever fought. It's one of the reasons why I keep trying to tell you guys that Cutter is not as easy as you think she is. Any other risk before we went to the duel? Look at this way, it was interesting. She got the snare and dressing edge, so there's some good things. Oh yeah, I knew I risked an ammo explosion, but the auto shutdown takes care of that, or so I thought. I figured if I rushed for the shutdown, I didn't have to worry about it. She had Infernos to shut down her mechs, and she has 4 edge, so her headshots weren't going to work. Well, and that's why I tried to go in with the full missile firepower, because 30 missiles rolling on that table, with the way that you guys roll, and you already had one head hit prior earlier in the fight, you burned through 3 edge that she had in this fight. So all we needed was a little bit more luck. She burns through that 4th edge before the kick comes in. The kick comes in and blows it apart. So that was really the only reasonable way that was ever going to go. But yeah, because of the... And for those of you who don't know, basically the way I learned how to play this game was trial and error and figure things out. But I'm going to rule that Warden's got 2 injuries and he's MIA. If that kick to the head had hit, that would have killed her. That would have done 17 damage, which I believe is a sufficient amount to kill. Yeah, that would have killed her, flat out. If the kick to the head had hit, she'd be dead. Unfortunately, she still had 1 more edge to go. This was basically a throw by Warden. I wouldn't look at it in that terms. You got to remember, this is not a competitive game that we're playing. You guys are not playing a competitive force. You're not playing against an enemy that is designed to be taken to a tournament. And while you guys tend to build your mechs a little bit in that vein, it's not fully that, because I place artificial restrictions and that sort of thing. Don't beat up on the guy. Nah, seriously. Stop calling him dumb. Because his character has always been very aggressive. And his character has always tried to resolve things through his own capabilities. This, I kind of feel, was pretty much in line with him. And while I was pretty strenuous in my suggestion that he not do that, I don't think what he did was out of character. Now, to be fair, I made some mistakes here, just purely mechanically, that I'm willing to cop to, which is why he has 2 injuries now from the heat and is MIA. I'm not going to kill him from this. But I think this is very in character for Warden, or reasonably in character for Warden. And so, and I think Mav's kind of right. His hubris kind of got the best of him. Warden's gone into situations that he should have died in. Like, there have been multiple times when he's thrown himself in an opponent and he gets lucky. Like, he's taken on Atlases and Archers. He's consistently demonstrated that he will pull through no matter what. There's a reason why we've got the rolling joke of he's the enemy character. It doesn't matter what gets thrown at him, he somehow gets angrier and wins. Which is really cool. But that also creates a character who thinks he's invulnerable. And given Warden's past history, especially from the very beginning of the campaign where he was a lance leader who was constantly losing everybody, where his lances got shattered multiple times, becoming this character who suddenly has nearly infinite power, or seems to, because he never loses, it's reasonable to me that he thinks that he's turned some sort of corner and now he's got this all under control. I don't think that's a terrible thing about a character, and I don't think that you can say, oh, he's throwing it. It's not a video game. This is more akin to a choose your own adventure role-playing game. If one of my D&D players told me that they were going to accept a duel that I knew they were going to lose, I'd try and build in safeguards. Battletech has those safeguards, but I'd let them do it. Like, if they were going to throw themselves into a situation where they might die, you gotta let them do it if they're doing it for the right reasons. And I think this is reasonably in line for what Warden's character does. I really don't like it when you guys tear down on each other. I don't even like when you tear down on me, but that's a bit of a different relationship, and that's kind of reasonable. But please don't go after him for this. This was fine. And yeah, people are gonna die. Shade's character got killed trying to take Teleria Air Base in what felt like one of the most painful ways possible. An NPC character booted him in the face. But these things happen. Like, not everybody's gonna either survive until perpetuity or be invulnerable. Sometimes you guys are gonna lose. And this is one of them. And sometimes other Lance leaders are gonna say, I'd never do that. Yeah, but you're not this character. So, I think it was winnable. I have fought Cutter against every single person in this company. There are 2 pilots that can take her. And part of that is because they out-ton her hard. And if I turn the battle around and I control Cutter, there's not a single mech in this company that can beat her. That's just the reality of the game. The AI makes her beatable, but really nobody in BOA had a chance. And I say this as a GM sort of as an aside. Yeah, every single one of you. Even Sprogue. And Sprogue's massive mech monstrosity that he's constructed. What is her heat gen exactly? What do you mean? Oh, the Inferno missiles? She has Inferno missiles and flamers. So, if she wants to, she can instantly cook you. Just flat out, you're cooked. If you try and fight her, she will just continue to barbecue you. She has sufficient leadership abilities that she will almost always go first. So, or go last in any engagement. So, nobody knows that. Even I know she'd rip the Torzo. Yeah, the Torzo doesn't stand a chance. It doesn't have enough close combat capability. Your best bet is to fight at long range. This was the best sort of terrain she could fight on. How many and how much does the Inferno give heat? She's got 2 SRM6s, I believe. And how much is the Inferno? 2 per missile, I believe. Now Fox Snake, Carter versus Carter. We can't kill her in MekHQ says we can't win outside. Time to become a therapist. Know what you're talking about? Tarek is talking nonsense. My best bet is not to be in range. The best way to fight her is to avoid range ever. But if you ever get within a 9 hex range of her, she's got enough abilities to whack you. Probably be the only one that can take her because I have a +4 initiative. Yeah, Vanguard, you're one of the 2 pilots that can take her. Because if she gets in close, your melee master is throwing AC-10s at her head constantly. You can almost instantly kill her if you get a head hit, and you throw 4 fists at her face at a time. That's after she has to get through 3 large lasers and 6 mediums. By the time she gets into close combat range, she's almost always taken 2 edge hits on her head, and then you just start swinging, and you have the armor to tank that. She doesn't outmass you, because you're not. I'm not saying, but there is one other pilot. Pilot is deadly. Essentially, you bring a catapult in an open field or a blackjack. Yeah, pretty much. And she'll charge you down. You're going to have to be kind of lucky to kill her with the catapult. How soon can we write about this? Feel free to right now. Time is a bit malleable. It's okay. Just if you want to outburst at me, that's fine. I know Sprogue is really pissed at me right now, and he's probably going to send me some very strongly worded messages about how stupid this was. But as a GM, I'm reasonably confident that this is fine. And sure, wasn't the optimal thing for me to do. And you can try and invent battle scenarios of how this changes and goes better and different. Maybe I played it wrong. No, we're talking about the supposed mecha building? No, we can talk about that later. I think the answer is not to fight fair. Yeah, the answer to fight Cutter is to not fight her, actually. There is a win scenario at the end of the final battle where you don't even run into her. Because I don't really know how you fight her. Not effectively. To be fair, Princess makes it easier. Either way, I'm glad you're entertained. But yeah, and I think this conversation was necessary because this could happen again. I do not purport to be some amazing tactical mastermind at this game. I'm okay at it, and I try and get better. I don't think this was a winnable fight. Sprog will probably find a solution to the problem where luck is less of a factor, but I'm not that guy. I'm not going to instantly know the answer to every solution. The best answer, unfortunately, is to run the game in real time with you guys controlling your players, and unfortunately, that's not manageable in the sort of game that we run. Maybe in the future we might do something like that, but I don't know if I can kind of handle that. But melee fighters focus fire with your entire lance. Yeah, that's the other way to do it. If you can crack her outside of range, then you can kill her. Her mech is a rampage. It's 80 or 85 tons. Does Cutter have a lance that she runs with? Yeah, they all do. Vulcan Lance is her lance. Vulcan Lance is a Highlander, a Zeus, the Rampage, and a Charger, as well as ever since you guys moved to a star formation, she also has 2 Devastators. You can fight or disengage with a heavy soak mech, double heatsink. They don't have double heatsinks right now. Unless your lance mates strike at her sides to bring her down the ad-harm. Yeah. I mean, there's ways to fight her, but one-on-one is a much more difficult thing to do. How high is the chance that 4 intact adder and 2 bow mechs can join in the tunnels and chase your force? 0. Because this battle doesn't conclude until after your fight above ground. By the time everything gets sorted out and people figure out what's going on and the base gets secured by the 233rd, who has now just been severely mauled because they lost the entirety of the Ozir Dragon Force and most of the Black Tortoise Force. By the time all that's sorted out, you're not getting up there. There's just no way. Vulcan Lance and Heat Mech, that's fitting. Yeah. And the Blacksmith. If at any point you guys do not like the way that I'm running your character, send me a PM and let me know what you think I can do better to better represent your character during combat. If you think I'm being too aggressive or too passive, let me know and I'll change how I fight with you to try and better suit your thing. Ironically, my canon work company is the Ozir Dragon card. 233rd is also missing its CO and possibly exit. Yes, 233rd just got mauled. So I know oftentimes we get out of battles without taking any damage, but the 233rd is very painful. It's not going hot. Cutter's pushing us back to neutral game territory. The door's been opened. It's not getting shut anytime soon. So this mission wasn't stack up points to get a massive objective. It's did you succeed? The answer is yes, you succeeded. The door is now open. You hold these forts. These forts now give you access to the main tunnel complex as well as the maps that the 233rd gave you to allow you to strike further and deeper without having to worry so much about your strategic movements being checked by Firebase Aegis. They're essentially a support unit relying on the most senior captain. But yeah. And if you're expecting me to work miracles, if you're expecting me to make perfect decisions, I am going to get caught up in the heat of the moment on it sometimes. I am going to make mistakes in the rules. Is the rule that you can only deal 15 heat damage a turn? I thought so, but she was pumping out more than that, so I'm not sure. Each battle I had was 108 mech regiment sent against a single clan star. Wait, what? How do you even manage a fight with 108 mechs? Didn't be on the watch for the tunnels rigged with demo charges. That's part of it. Basically, the situation now is that we dominated the surface, but Cutter controls the underworld. Kind of galaxy. I don't think she was dealing more than that. Maybe not. But it certainly felt like she was keeping me from being on top. You were able to running 2 SRM6s after all? That was for 1 round, and she had missed with half of her SRMs and didn't get a particularly good cluster roll. I'm sure there's a lot of information that you'll be able to gain after I finish the stream, and you can go over the VODs and figure out exactly what her heat thresholds are. And I would appreciate that analysis, just because you tend to, for those who don't know, Sprog probably has a better tactical mind than me. I mean, probably is an understatement. So he'll be able to tell me exactly what went wrong and exactly the sorts of things to do, and that will help us move forward, which ironically also is a fairly accurate thing for the story of the game, is me learning how to better deal with this thanks to Sprog's expert analysis. And you can play with 108 mechs, dude. I play with 216. I would never want to do that. The benefits of having bots. Yeah. But yeah. Nobody give wardenship about this. If you do, I will be speaking to you if you do. I don't think he did anything wrong. And if you want to be mad at someone, be mad at me. Because according to Sprog, and probably should have known this was a more heat manageable battle. I do think it would have still ended this way, with the result of being MIA and probably an injury too, but I don't think this was a bad thing to happen necessarily. And it raises the stakes. So Warden is not dead. He's not retired to second line. He's just captured and currently has 2 injuries, which, you know, we have a reserve pilot for a reason. Although that'll be very interesting to see your responses. As for where the roleplay element is right now, if you do that, feel free to talk about anything. Bronze Gate is officially done. There will be some aerial skirmishes that I will probably get to. Tentacles Samurai is finished, by the way. That got completed soon. Also, not like you can always strive to make the odds as good as possible. Yeah. And like I said, we will learn more and figure out how to fight it. So how will Boa Lance be handled? Brick can't keep doing this, right? Brick can if he wants, and now he's just lost the one guy who tells him no. We have some more encouraged stuff we can write about just outside winning. I have begun. Oh boy. Very important missions with skipping the regular patrols. We'll have to pair Boa and Hydra up so that Hydra can make up for their combat capabilities. I wonder who will lead the Lance. Let's see, we got Charger, who isn't very active, and Brick, who is very injured, and Otto, who's just come back. So I guess Otto's leading the lights, or is it Brick that's doing so? Finding our Mystic Pilot sounds like a job for the Nevermore Mark II. The Nevermore Mark II is back and ready in action. It came pre-painted when we pulled it out of mothballs. So we will we'll get these mechs all fixed up, prepared up. I will have more to write. Both to catch up and to hopefully get out ahead. If I can, fingers crossed, that'll be fun. Has Boa command, Stormwind has Boa command. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying who leads the Lance in the field? Kenzie for president. Kenzie can't lead a Lance. I'm saying this now, Kenzie cannot lead a Lance. That is a rule that I'm placing. Because Kenzie is an NPC and NPCs will never lead Lances. Not in this company anyway. With how huge you guys are now. I think Storm decided to leads both. I see what you're saying. All right, so that's going to wrap it up for today. Pretty much successful. The Onager has been removed. The Onager's destruction, by the way, was because the ammunition went up in the head. That means the mech wasn't actually destroyed when we took a look at it. So the Onager still exists somewhere out there. So we haven't lost the mech necessarily, if that's another concern of yours. Yeah, if you want to give me shit for how things went down, feel free. My DMs are open, I guess. If it gets too much, I'll block you, but I'll try not to. If you're new around here, consider hitting that follow button. Actually, we'll say goodbye to YouTube, then we'll have our private talk that we have to Twitch afterwards. So Twitch people hang around, we'll have our little talk. So to my YouTube audience, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see notifications every single time we release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.